Hi Virgo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for October 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you might want to check that out. All that being said, Virgo, now on to your October 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have is Nine of Rods, and this is being prepared and getting ready for battle. This could be getting your ducks in a row, getting things organized. You could be suspicious of someone or be suspicious of a situation. You may be doing a lot of different things or doing some things without the approval of someone. It could be a parent, your spouse, a boss. And you may be kind of like a little secretive. You may not want some people to know what you're up to. You may not want them to people to know exactly what you're doing. You feel like you have to keep things this way, like be kind of cagey for your own protection. You're like trying to shield yourself or protect yourself. You have had too much trauma. You may have had too much trauma in your brain even, meaning like literally physically, but it could also be mentally. You don't want to have to give in or give up something that you are doing or something that you want to do, so you're keeping your cards really close to your vest in October. You may even have some people that you're dealing with in October that are really starting to wear you down or grate on your nerves. You may be really holding your ground also in some regard where you don't want to give in to somebody's demands. And you may be really kind of, ticked off that they're asking you to do so, to do certain things. And you may have some information, Virgo, that you're also not going to let on that you know as well. So you're being very cagey it could be in a lot of different areas. And you're being guarded because in some ways you are like being protective of your knowledge or the information that you've received, because it's like where your strength lies. This is where you have power and fortitude, in this knowledge and information that you're keeping your cards close to the vest about, that you're being kind of cagey about. This is like powerful for you, and security. And there are some things, I think I've already said this, that you really don't want to give up. You want certain things to keep going on exactly the way they've been going. So if anybody's trying to tell you, you have to change this or that, or you can't do this or that anymore, you're not going to want to give in and relent very easily. So the next card you have in your reading for October 2020, Virgo, is the Hanged Man. And this is being in limbo. You're not moving forward, you're not moving backward, you're in a state of suspended animation, and you have to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and intuition when you're in this limbo state. I'm getting a repeat of some of the messages I got in the first card. You also don't want people to know your thoughts, feelings, emotions, or perspectives on some things. You're even keeping that close to the vest. You may feel like your way is not clear, your path, or some area is not clear for you about what's happening or what's going on in some area of your life until you're in November. October may not be the enlightening month. In some ways it is. In some ways it is, but there's some part of what you want to do, where you want to go, that is not clear to you in October. November is going to be more clear for you. You may find that you have certain things that you're eating are giving you disruption of your stomach or intestines. You may end up like having foods and things that you're eating not agreeing with you in October. Some of you are going to be really put off by how someone is behaving toward you. You may feel like they're being a snot, like snobby or snotty, or being the B word. You just are not liking you don't like how somebody's talking to you or treating you. Now, this could be a family member, but it could also be, a superior to you at work, like a supervisor, manager, boss, somebody that oversees what you do. You're trying to hold your tongue. You're trying to keep your, lip zipped. You're trying to keep to yourself, and you're trying to keep quiet. That's going to be your modus operandi quite a bit. Maybe not just at work, but also in other situations. You may be like, you know what, loose lips sink ships, so I'm, zipping it. Or you may feel like, I don't want to get into the mix of like any kind of brouhaha with anybody, so I'm going to back away and keep to myself. You might really be very elusive in October. Other people may find Virgos elusive. Some of you Virgos may find out that you have had somebody that's kind of lying to you or deceiving you or not telling you the whole truth or the whole story about something. You may discover that in October. So the next card you have in your reading is the Hermit, and this is spiritual guidance. Your spirit guides are lighting the way. They're showing you the path to go. This could also be you. You could be the Hermit, taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward in some area of your life. But your spirit guides are still going to light the way for you. This is a trying time for you in some ways, Virgo, but you're gaining a really strong spiritual education, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. You're going to feel like there's too many tricks and tricky things and loopholes and like, why is there's all this snags, tricks, loopholes, things that get snagged and hung up. It's all a spiritual test or lesson. Even though it may seem like, well, why would that be? I don't know. I don't know. Why do things that create snags and hang-ups and blocks and stumbling blocks and loopholes, why is that spiritual testing? Because it is. It is like, how are you handling it? Are you handling it with grace and ease? Or are you handling it with anger, frustration, combative behavior? It's all a spiritual test. You're part of the matrix, Virgo. You're part of the matrix. How are you going to handle it? What are you going to do here? You're also going to have some precognitive dreams or precognitive visions in your meditations that are going to foreshadow upcoming events. So you yourself are incredibly spiritually in tune to the cosmic consciousness of what's going on, and you are going to be foretelling things. If you're a psychic, expect your psychic ability to be on fire. If you don't consider yourself psychic, your psychic ability is still on fire, and it's going to be coming at you in a way that you can understand it. Some of you, like I said, it's going to come to you in dreams. Some of you, if you let yourself just, meditate and relax, you could get downloads and visions. So you're getting a lot of spiritual downloads and foreshadowing of events. This is the area of your life in October, especially, you need to put your trust and faith in. In all that I just said prior to that, that's where you need to put your trust and faith. You may find you have really strong psychic ability and you're able to read people. Some of you that have been wanting to embark on a psychic metaphysical journey are going to do so. You may be like, you know what, I think I can read people. Let me whip out those tarot cards. Let me look in the crystal. Let me do this or that. Like, you're going to start seeing, or maybe you just don't even need any tools at all. You can just sit there and psychically read somebody's aura, their energy field. This is kicking up for you in October extremely well. So pay attention, use it to your advantage, because you know what? That's what this card symbolizes. When you're in limbo, your psychic ability kicks up, and that's when you need to pay attention to it. And what's the next card you get? The Hermit. That's saying all this psychic stuff is coming up around you. Next card you have in your reading, Virgo, is the Five of Rods, and this is an internal struggle going on in you, or it could be struggle with coworkers, family members, or groups of people that you are encountering or that you have to deal with in October. Somebody's trying to start a ruckus either with you or around you, and they're going to try to pull you into this argument whether you want to be in it or not. Some people that you thought you knew really, really well are going to do and or say something that's really shocking and surprising to you in October. Better for you if you cannot get embroiled in this argument, because it's not going to make you feel good. You're not going to feel like, oh, that was refreshing. Now I've won. You're not going to feel that. Don't let people drag you into arguments. Don't get sucked into arguments with people if you can avoid it. I would at all costs. You may even look at people around you in your life and going, what are they doing? Why are they handling things in this way? Why are they doing everything backwards? You may feel like you're in backwardsville. Like, why is everybody behaving like so crazy town? Doing things in a way they normally wouldn't do. You know, behaving in a way they normally wouldn't behave, saying things they normally wouldn't say. These are the issues that are going to kick up for you in October. You may even see some people purposely damaging property in your area. This could come to your town, to your school, to your workplace, to your street, to some specific place near you that has some significant value of history. You may be witness to that, or it may be near you. If it is, go away. Don't get in the mix of it. Steer clear of it. Far, far away. You could be witness to a loud commotion in a street or at a gathering. There could be some upheavals. I'm not going to lie to you here. This is what's coming up. This is done on purpose. This is done to taunt you and people around your area, to drive up fear, to make you scared. That's what they want. I don't feel like you're going to get in the mix of it. I do feel you will retreat. The last card you have in the reading is the Emperor, and the Emperor is a paternal figure that's on the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could really be coming from the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure in the living. This could be a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, uncle, boss, husband. To me, this is usually a male figure. It can mean other things. Other people that read cards would probably say the Emperor means different things to them. You're going to have to deal with how much you don't know about this person. There's a lot of mystery here. For some of you, this is a father figure that's on the other side. They're asking you to do your best work and effort, but don't hang around too long where you are. The Emperor may, for some of you, may feel like they want to help you get your life on track because they may feel like you need to go in a different direction. And then they're looking at you kind of like you're getting hung up or worked up about some things that in the long run won't really matter and are not that important. They may also be telling you you can't be at two places at once. You're like doing too much or driving yourself crazy and you can't divide yourself and you can't be at two places at once. You're causing yourself too much stress. You're causing yourself too much nervous energy. Like, not that you're going to have a nervous breakdown, but you're like, it's that kind of overly nervous breakdown kind of energy is swirling around you. The Emperor is kind of saying you can't keep going on at this pace with what you're doing. Either you're working too much or you're staying up too late. You're burning the candle at both ends. You're trying to be in two places at once and you can't do that. That is all like, so the Emperor, for some of you, is somebody that's watching you from the other side and they're trying to steer you in a different path or a different direction because of all that I just said. That's why they're trying to do it. You need to create better boundaries for yourself and better situations with better time management. This seems to be the Emperor's concern for you. In some ways, Virgo, you're actually a healer and a good, if you're on pondering a career choice, if you're in flux about you don't know what to do, going the route of anything that would be considered a healer would be a good route for you. So if you're in question about like, do I like this career, do I not, or you want to start a new career but you're not sure what, anything to do with healing, that doesn't just have to be in the traditional medical profession. It could be natural medicine. It could also be Reiki healer or pranic healing or some other type of energy work, light worker healing. It doesn't just have to be with the traditional Western medicine, although maybe that is the route you want to go. Maybe you want to be a vet or a vet tech or a doctor or work with patients in some other form. Maybe you want to do x-ray. Maybe you want to be an x-ray technician or work in a lab and draw blood or work in a lab examining blood and do, reviewing things in that way or medical testing of some sort. So now I'm going to look at the crystal that you got from the Velvet Bag of Gems, and you got the same crystal that Leo got. You've got clear quartz. Clear quartz crystal will be the best gemstone for Virgos to meditate with, put on your chakras when you meditate. This could also be the best gemstone crystal to wear next to your skin is always best, or sleep with under your pillow. It's going to make you stand out from the crowd, Virgo. You wear crystal clear quartz, you're going to show up, be recognized, noticed, and stand out from the crowd. It's going to make you more in tune with your psyche. Oh my God, I can't believe that's not the first thing that they said. That's the second thing they said. And clearly, you're psychic in the month of October. Or you may want to go down the psychic path. It's a gemstone that's going to be helpful to you if you have to adjust to new circumstances. So it's going to be a good circumstances adjustment stone for you. So you have to move, if you have to move, or if you have to start a new job, or you're starting a new diet, or you have new employees coming in where you work, or, you know, whatever. Or new people that you hire if you own your own business. This is going to help you adjust to new circumstances. It's going to actually help you with your health and wellness. So this is going to be a very good stone for you, and it also is going to speed up your thyroid and blood circulation. So it's a good healthful stone for you for the month of October 2020. So that does look like a good gemstone crystal for you this month, Virgo, so I'm glad about that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And you might want to check and see if you're still subscribed, because some people have told me that they found themselves unsubscribed, and I didn't unsubscribe anybody, so you might want to check that out. If you would like to receive more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can get my special videos that I record on special and specific topics that I put on my Vimeo on demand pages. And the most recent links for the most recent videos I've recorded, I always post every month below each video in the description box in the Show More section. So the first video series that's listed down there is, as is every month, the psychic crystal reading. And so if you would like to get an expansion and continuation of the messages here today for your sign, you can access the psychic crystal readings for October 2020 by clicking that link below. The next most recent video series I have listed below is my psychic crystal readings for the Mars retrograde 2020 psychic crystal readings, and that time frame lasts from September 9th, 2020 until January 2nd, 2021. Mars goes direct on November 14th, but we still have the shadow period until January 2nd, 2021. So you might want to check those predictions out. They were pretty dramatic for some of the signs, and I highly recommend the sign, if you know your ascendant, your rising sign, I would watch that first. If you are interested, we are still under the effects of the two eclipses we had in June, because those eclipse effects last for 6 months. So if you would like to get my June 2020 eclipse effects, psychic tarot and crystal readings, where I focused on the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on June 5th in the first half of the reading, and the second half of each reading, I focused on the solar eclipse in Cancer on June 21st for each sign of the zodiac. That link is posted below. Also, my past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the very interesting and unique Osha Zen tarot deck. Those predictions go out 1 year in time, and I recorded them in the middle of May. So those predictions go until May of 2021. If you would like to donate to my channel and help support the work I do here and the readings I put here on YouTube, I have a donation link posted below all the other links, and it is connected to PayPal. And I want to say a big thank you to all of the viewers that have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. I do greatly appreciate it, so thank you so very much for that. If you would like to get even additional psychic predictions and messages that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of divination tools, the crystal, oracle cards, angel cards, sacred geometry, oracle cards, animal totem cards, tarot cards, angels, gods, and goddesses cards, many different card decks, and the crystal. and you never know what I'm going to use, and I never know what my guides are going to say. And many people find those predictions resonate with them, and you may find they resonate with you. I would love to connect with you and see you on my social media pages, so please be sure to check those out if you're interested. So I hope you have absolutely outstanding energy coming to you this month of October 2020, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.